concerned about my teen getting the recommended amount of sleep. What can I do to help?
Well, they won't like it, but one of the things you can do is, like on my son's phone, we cut off screen time. So his phone is no longer usable after 10 o'clock. And if you take the TV out of the room, you take the electronics out of the room, like they're going to be bored. All they're going to be able to do is go to sleep. So, I mean, that just building those habits and building those routines.
And I think parents need to remember that teen sleep makes a drastic shift in the teenage years. They don't feel like they need as much sleep. Their sleep schedule kind of gets later. They want to sleep later. That's why a lot of schools have shifted their start time to later. So there's going to be an adjustment, but we also want to make sure they get the right amount of sleep so that it doesn't promote a lot of the appetite issues, the moodiness, the attitude, that kind of stuff. But yes, if they're on their phone, they have a smartphone, they have social media, have it where you can control that it shuts down at a certain time and doesn't wake up until a certain time so that they don't even have access. Or you remove it from their room entirely. And definitely, yes, no TVs in the bedroom.
Because even with best intentions, if they have the ability, they have the temptation. If you remove the temptation, then they don't have to be responsible for it. Because they might have great intentions, say, all right, Mom, I'm not going to do it. But there's something about when that phone buzzes, they have to read it, they have to open it.
I mean, that's how I am as an adult.
Sure,
like, I know I need to be asleep, but then I start looking at things on my phone, and then how much time has passed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, setting up the environment I think is important, especially when it comes to sleep.
Yeah. My toddler fights bedtime every night. How do I set limits without making it a power struggle?
I think it's finding a routine, like is setting up, not to where if you don't do it, then they're like, oh, I can't sleep at all. But like, okay, at 7 o'clock, where all the TVs are off, and then we're gonna start reading books, like taking away the power struggle, like just making it a gentle, all right, it's time to transition, and slowly build into the transition so then they know, okay, we're starting this, so then it's going to get sleep. And it's not going to be overnight. It's going to take time, but it can get built into their, oh, okay, it's time to sleep. It's time to calm down and go to bed. Because if you are fighting them, then in their mind, that's a win, because then they're getting to stay up, which is the goal anyway.
And really knowing your child, knowing what calms them, what type of environment can you create to put them in more of a calm mood before bedtime, and switching up sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't have to be so rigid. Okay, 7 o'clock, they know they're going straight to the shower and then straight to the bed for reading time and then sleep by 8 or so. So maybe switching up a bit. Making it a little bit fun, even letting them know, hey, we're going to do something different tonight. We're going to do this. We're going to go take a bath, and then we're going to come. We're going to sit and we're going to chill for a little bit and maybe do something different. Maybe eat some popcorn without a bunch of stuff on it, and then let's go brush our teeth and go to bed. So maybe switching up and not being so rigid all the time.
When I think, like, a little disclaimer, right, for our ADHD kids who like struggle, right? Sure. Creating that organizational instruction to get to bedtime. So do you want to brush your teeth first or put your pajamas on first? And giving them control, but allowing them to feel like they're in control, all towards the direction of what you're wanting to go to bed.
Yeah, love that. What can I do when my child wakes up multiple times a night and says they're scared or can't sleep alone?
I think it's hard in situations like that, because as a parent, you're awakened usually, right? And you're like, I just want this child to go back to sleep as soon as possible so I can go back to sleep, right? But be very careful not to create new habits that are harmful over time that you have to then continue doing, right? So it's like, if your goal is for your child to sleep in their own bed, walk them back to their bed, even lay with them if they need to. Don't just bring them into your bed, because that's what's easier, right? Because that's instilling a habit for the child, and that gets really confusing.
For me, when my kids were toddlers, I did the quiet return. So she would get up, and we told what was the rule in the very beginning. So we said, you're going to sleep in your bed. You're not sleeping in our bed. If she's afraid, we talk about why she's afraid. But then she kept coming up out of the bed, it's the quiet return. Not rolling my eyes, not huffing and puffing, not lecturing, but bringing her back. She would get out again, bringing her back. And I tell parents that's the exhausting part, but you don't want to be a sleep crutch where they then think, oh, if I get out enough, then I can wear them out.
I'll get what I want.
I can do what I want, right? And so then what parents often will see is like that extinction burst because you've been giving in and now you're deciding not to. And then the behavior is going to get worse and you're going to think this person who's trying to help you get your kid to sleep is advising you the wrong way. But no, they've been conditioned and now you're teaching them, nope, this is not the way we're doing it anymore. So, but I think that quiet return, it can be a really effective one because then they're learning, oh, okay, I'm going to go to bed regardless, and my mom or my dad is not giving up, and you stay persistent with it. That's a hard one.
And they're not getting much fun out of it, right? So it's very effective. It's like, oh, I'm not getting more time, or I'm not getting to play with toys more, I'm not getting to stay in my parents' bed. It's like, oh, I'm not really getting much out of this, so maybe next time I wake up, I'll just lay in bed till I fall back asleep.
Right. I think that was the key phrase, quiet return. There wasn't like a yippee. Sometimes we want to make it fun and, oh, I love you and this and that. And we create this entertainment, in that moment. But the quiet return is